Hey there everybody, welcome back. Oh my goodness. How's it going there? Tony Truck, Farmer Marks, how you doing buddy? Welcome in. If you guys are not following Mr. Farmer Marks, make sure to click on that link, give him a follow. You're welcome for that. Automatic shout out, I love that, it's great. Oh, but yeah, if you guys are not following Farmer Marks, make sure to click on that link, give him a follow. He's kind of bouncing between what, FS25 and SFS15 PV reviews at the minute. So yeah, definitely go over and check him out. It's cool. So yeah, sorry, I'm running a little behind today actually. It's one of my stepson's birthdays today, so I was literally running around trying to get everybody fed, get obviously cake presented and stuff before going live. So it's like, oh, craziness, crazy. So, but anyway, we are back on PV Rivers Remastered by Mr. Dajnes for episode 25. So we're into actually January of year 6. Hopefully I've got the title right. Ooh, let me check that. Pretty sure I did it right. Years. Okay, yeah, it says year 7 up there. It should be year 6. I might have got it. Oh, I didn't know. Oh, interesting. I thought it was on year 7 already. I might be a year ahead of myself. Oh my goodness. But yes, anyway, so we are getting into doing some selling. In particular, bread selling. I've got tons of the stuff to get through, so yeah, that's kind of where we're going to be for the minute. Yes, it is year 7 there. Why does it say year 6 on the top? Go figure. No idea. Yeah, up the top here it says year 6. In here it says year 7. I don't know. But I'll leave it as it is, so that is fine for the stream title anyway. So, yes, we'll go with that. Ah, hey Dead Soul, how you doing, buddy? And how you doing there, Mama Do? Hopefully you are well. Oops, I have Coffee Man stream up as well. Oops, I forgot to mute it. There we go. So yeah, we're going through all the breads at the minute. I've already gone through 2 of the breads and got them all sold. I'm currently doing just the I think it's a gluten-free bread now. So what I'm basically doing is having the particular bread spawning out mine automatically. So while I'm off selling, or I should say get my auto drive to do it all, it's literally spawning the next load of containers ready, and then anything that's left over, I'm just manually spawning that with the last load. And yeah, it's definitely cracking on with it. I did actually purchase a second truck and trailer set just for doing the selling side of things, because yeah, this is going to take a little bit of a while. There we go, so let's get them loaded on. There. And there. So all these are going actually to the same place, which is quite nice, Starbucks. So click on there, done. And then I can just jump over to the next truck, which should be there. There we go. And I've actually moved the point a little bit, just so it's a little bit further away from the trigger. So it'll literally, as it comes through, it'll literally sell all 4 containers at the same time. So it saves a little bit of time. The way I had it previously, there was just leaving that last one just on the trailer and wasn't quite hitting it right. So yeah, doing this way it's a lot easier. It's kind of nice. So yeah, this is what I'm pretty much going to be doing. Just go back and forth, getting more and more containers, getting things sold. But yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Obviously, I've had a fairly interesting weekend. Obviously, like I said, we have my wife's or my stepson's over at the minute. They came over on Saturday afternoon. They were a little bit delayed with the train, but they got here eventually. But yeah, went out with them yesterday. Today we kind of stayed at home for the most part. I had to pop out to do some shopping, unfortunately. But yeah, obviously it's the youngest's birthday today, so yay, happy birthday to him. Yeah, so he's got his cake, hopefully he's enjoying it. But yes, you're doing good today, Mamadou? Good, glad to hear it, glad to hear it. How you doing there, Gamer Ball? But yeah, if you guys are not following Mamadou as well, make sure to click on her link, give her a follow. Obviously she is doing Farming Simulator 25 as well. She also does a few other games, so definitely go over and check her out. I've seen her doing some pressure wash simulator, 7 Days to Die. There's a few others that I'm not quite sure about, but yeah, definitely go over and check out when she is streaming and show her some love because she is a beautiful person. And hey T Miller, how's it going? And there's another shout out as well. If you're not following Mr. T Miller 63, make sure to click on the link, give him a follow. So he's doing a lot of FS19 at the minute, so yeah, definitely go over and check him out. And he's also helping out Coffee Man quite a lot as well. Yes, pointing him hopefully in the right direction. I've been a little bit busy to get in and help him out, but yeah, he seems to be doing well. Bless him, isn't he? He's just finished built. Not sure if he's actually finished it, but I know he was working on the butcher factory over on PV County today. So that's nice. It's good that he's getting in there and getting things done. He seems to be enjoying it a lot, which is kind of nice. Hopefully one day we'll have all those buildable factories back, but yeah, we'll see. It will be nice to have them back again, wouldn't it? God, time will tell. Just gotta wait for a few things to be released, and then yay! He's got to go in trying to get him to get the electric company up there. Yeah. Yeah, well, I think he's running a little bit low on funds at the minute, so he's probably going to have to do some selling before he'll be able to buy the power company up there. So, yeah, but yeah, at least he's got it. Now he can actually start getting, obviously once he's got the electric company, he's going to need to get animals into there. And that's another thing, does he have any animals? Because obviously he's going to need, I think it's cows or pigs to make the lard that he's after. So, yeah. He's got a few things still to go. That is for definite, so yeah. He has some sheep and he'll be getting some chickens. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's cows and... Or it was cows or pigs that gave out lard. I'd have to look, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what he needs. And there we go. Oh yeah, I did do all of them. Good, that's fine. So the next couple will be spotting out. There's the first one. But yeah, this is definitely a lot easier, I will say that, rather than constantly transporting a ton of pallets. Just take 4 big containers, it's great. Right, so enter you, so you are sold. As you can see already, I am up to 42, almost 42.5 million just from selling today, which is kind of good. I was what in the 21,000 when I started this, so yeah, 20 grand so far, and I'm only what 3 products in. So if I actually come into here, for example, or see, yeah, we've still got another 500,000 liters, so it's going to be another 10 containers to sell on the gluten-free bread. I've also got the organic bread to do, the potato bread, the corn bread, cakes. I've done the cranberry rice already. That's hence why that's all so low. Obviously, the chocolate cake needs to go. The oat bread needs to go. So yes, look at the figures. 8 grand, 8 million there. 2 million. That's 10. That's 19 and a half. 21, nearly 22 there. 30, 37, 41, about 42 million still to go. Yeah, 20 million, sorry, my bad. Yeah. I'm still not quite in the mindset of the millions yet. Grand, yeah. Million, no. But yeah, if obviously I keep going, um, I'm looking at around about what, 80 million? So yes. I am shorting myself out a little bit, ain't I? Hey there, Farming Trucker. How you doing, buddy? Welcome in. I was actually lurking in your stream, but yeah, if you guys are not following Mr. Farming Trucker 74, make sure to click on his link there and go over and check out how he's getting on with PV County, his first playthrough over there. Like many of you guys, he never actually played it previously, so he's getting in there and getting things sorted out. But yes, hopefully getting into doing some of the factory stuff over there, get them built and up and running. Yeah, sawmill first, then go on from there. It's kind of cool. Loving it, loving it, loving it. But yes, I am a noob, Gamer Paul. I am a noob who knows nothing but sees everything. But yeah, this is what I'm basically focusing on today, is mainly the bread selling um, in the container form. I might be getting into, I don't know really, with some of the other things that could be sold, but there's not too much really left to sell apart from that. What have we got? Because I'm trying to keep all crops, for example, so they can go into productions to make me more money. But yeah, obviously cutting off right here. So everything at the top here that's highlighted green in January, that is what I currently have for selling today. Well, today and tomorrow in game, because obviously I'm doing 2 days. So yeah. Hey MacGyver, how you doing, buddy? I saw you had another mod released on the mod hub. Yes, my pig food maker is now officially out. I had a couple of little tweaks to get it out, but yeah, it got out there. You doing all? I'm doing all good. I'm a bit warm actually today because of the running around, but overall, I'm good. Right, so we'll get them on, and we'll get that on. Now, one of the things I did do over the weekend, when I had a chance, I did get in and do a little bit of modding. Adding a few more containers into Barrow Logistics. I haven't actually tested the last couple, to be honest. I'm hoping they're all working okay. Well, actually, I did do one, but I've got the textiles factory in there. And I now have Campbell's in there. I haven't actually spawned the Campbell's container yet, but so far it seems to be doing okay without too many issues. There we go. Let's get this guy back down. So yeah, this is what I'm literally going to be doing for most of January. It's just bouncing between these two trucks, getting things sold. I do need to check on the animals at some point, but I'm pretty sure that they're fine for the minute. But yes. See, I was considering whether getting another one just in case, but I think having three, they might get in each other's way a little bit too much. So having the two, I think it's going to be fine in all honesty. Saying that I could have a third one go to a different sell point, and if I did that, then I'd have a fourth one, and yeah, I think I would leave it with just the two doubles here. Hey, Tate, how you doing, buddy? But yeah. Oh, how is Mr. T. Miller doing, by the way? I know you're trying to get yourself ably assisted again, shall we say? Well, obviously it's only been a couple of days. Actually, one of the things I did notice is, let me jump over here just for a sec. So, why can I not? Oh yeah, I'm on the bike, can I? So my roller coaster is still building. I actually looked in the XML, and it's still on. Well, it's up to phase 8 currently. Of I think it's 12 in total, so it's gonna be a while. But I'm just letting it plod on and do its due. So at some point, maybe by summertime, I don't know. In game, it may be finished, so we'll have to wait and see with that one. But yeah, let's jump into you. But the nice thing is, obviously, where this bridge is up here, obviously the guy coming up from Barrow Logistics is stopping to let the empty one go through first. It's kind of nice, so they're very helpful. I will say that. So yeah, it's kind of cool. Still shooting to return to work on August the 30th. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, you've got a little bit over a month to go, so that is plenty of time. Miles coming home today. Oh, nice, 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 nice. Yay, good old Milo. But yeah, just take your time, take it easy, don't overdo it. Just listen to your. I guess you've got a chiropractor helping you out as well, so yeah, make sure to listen to them. They know what they're talking about. So, little steps, one step at a time, people say. Most people return about 6-week mark, August 30th is your 7th. Okay, that's good then, yeah. So that sounds about right, so cool. And by the way, Dead Soul, that was a nice shot. A 4208 physical therapist, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Actually, I'm going to get on the drop as well while it's working. I noticed that there's quite a few people, especially Green Thumb Farmer, has obviously that drop game now installed on their streams, but are having so many issues with it, constantly needing to be refreshed. It's annoying, but yes. Oh, looks like the last bit of bread there has come out. Oh my goodness! Yep, there is Mr. Shawnee. Welcome in, buddy. Let's see. So we were doing the bread, but yeah, welcome in, bud. So 60 left. Okay. So that should be technically a full container there. So let's get that loaded. Oh, I don't want to do that. On there. Actually, what? Have we got anything else for Starbucks? Because that would make life easier. Let's see. Starbucks and gluten-free bread. Okay, we can do that now. So, yeah, what I'm literally doing is I'm just coming into the menu here, going to the change output mode, and I'm selecting the particular product. Obviously, I'm trying to keep them all set to keeping. So if I actually scroll down, these ones which have just come from Campbell's, I haven't even activated these yet. Obviously, one of the things I'm doing is I'm just going through and setting them to keep. Just like that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Just so they don't spawn out. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So yeah, so far, so just going back to the beginning, you can see there's quite a list getting here. So also we've got Wolfie's Pizzas in there now. Also we've got the Whiskey Factory, we've got the vodkas in there. We have McCain Factory products in there. Also we've got all the different breads and cakes are in there from the Heartland Bread. Also we've got the wine in there. We have the macaroni cheeses in there from Kraft, which is kind of nice. Obviously, I've got the brewery in here now, so Sam Adams Brewery. All of those are in here. I did get in. I think this is actually this should be in what you guys have got, but Dole. All the products from Dole are in here. We have Heinz. They're all in here now. Just a reminder with the sauce and the vinegar ones. When you're going through the production list, do not activate them unless you are wanting to sell those products. Obviously, those two products go into other factories to make other products, so you may want to keep them deactivated as a container within the menu. And obviously, make sure to keep them set to keeping. But yeah, so there's that. Obviously, we do have Ken's are in there. We've got the Pepsi factory. That's in there. And obviously, the new ones over the weekend that I've added in is obviously from the textile factory. So Cushy's Textiles has its own container now, which I will get a picture of because I did send it to Green Thumb. It's kind of nice. And then also this afternoon I quickly whizzed through and added in everything from Campbell's. So kind of cool. Now then, which one were we doing? I got a bit of sidetracked there. Was it gluten free? Dang it. But while that's saving, let me come over here. Social media. Discord. Green Thumb Farmer. And let's open that up in a new tab so you guys can see it. So, oh, I wonder. Actually, I might have this already. Now, I'm trying not to go out of the game screen because that seems to break that drop game. So, I'm going to do a quick add an image to this. Okay. And I'm pretty sure. Give me a sec. Coffee Man is raiding with a party of 5. Welcome in, Mr. Coffee Man. How are thee today? So there we go. That is actually going to be Cushy's container right there, which is very, very cool. I like it. It's turned out very well. I did remove that white background to it to make it that little bit nicer, should we say. And actually, I'm going to have to close your stream down now, Mr. Coffee Man. How terrible. I was lurking over there and watching. And while I think about it, if you guys don't follow Mr. Coffman 101, make sure to click on his link, give him a follow. He is playing PB County currently on FS19 and seems to be doing a friggin' good job of it. But yeah, so that is what the Kushi's container will look like when it spawns out, which I kind of like. I like it, so yeah, there we go. But anyway, back to this. Let me just lock that off. There we go, so I get rid of that. And is that broken already? Oh, freaking heck. Parachute game, refresh. There we go, try it again there in a sec. But yes. Actually, I should do a little test to see what the Campbell's one is like. Yeah, gluten-free, that's the one we want. So we are, for those just joining, we are currently doing a bread sale. We got tons and tons of bread product to sell. So we're actually getting them spawning out as a container. And yeah, we're going from there. Right, breads. So gluten. What's gluten-free? Oh, see, my brain is like a sieve. Yeah, gluten-free. Come on, I can do this. I can do this. I can do this, and I'm trying to slow down. There, so spawn. There we go. So yes, Heartland bread is right there. Now I don't know. The thing is, I don't know if I have a container ready. I'll have to do it. Did I do the right ones? I think I did, didn't I? There. Change output. Gluten-free containers. Spawn. Yes. Back. Come on in. Spawn. Why are you not spawning? I'm still getting this warning from the tool inclination helper thing. How old does the animals need to be? On PV County, to be honest, I don't think there is an animal age limit. I think that was only added in 22. But yeah, you could always run in 19 no age. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. Now, why are these things not spawning out? Yeah, so you should be able to pretty much take them from the butcher and straight up to the not take them from the animal dealer straight up to the butcher. Let's see. So we were doing the gluten-free. Gluten-free bread. No, we just finished doing gluten-free. That's why. Okay. So why is that still showing? Oh, that's probably what's on my. That's probably what's showing on my trailer. Let's try the organic, hey. Yeah. See. Actually, is there any left? Just out of interest, is there any left on that gluten-free bread? Yeah, no worries. Gluten-free, gluten-free. When you have time, will you send me the FS? Yeah, sure, no worries. I can do that in just a sec. Actually, I should be able to do it now because I've got it on my Google Drive. Google Drive. Phrasey. Where the heck's copy? Share. Copy link. And I will send that to you in Discord, Farming Trucker. Yeah, so I know you've only just started at Farming Trucker, but from what you've seen in streams and such, what do you think about PV County currently? Where are you? There you are. And there you go. I've just posted it in Discord for you. Farming Trucker. Right, gluten-free, wasn't it? So let's have a look. I will say PV County is definitely the best map DashNet has done. Now, what we could be kind of nice is if we could have like maybe PV County in like 25. Wouldn't that be kind of nice? Or even 22 version. But yeah, obviously, if you guys caught it, obviously Mr. Dashnet was streaming and kind of hinted the chance of a 22 map coming out. And let's set that back to keeping. So we want the organic set to spawn. There we go. Excuse me. And hopefully that should kick in just a sec. There we go. Now, out of interest, do I have a palette for or a container? No, because I haven't even activated them yet. So this is one of the only things that seems to be a little bit of a pain that we can't preset them to be active. So there's that one, 2, 3, 4. So there's 10 of these. 4, 5, 6. Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? 7, 8. Oh, not the sauce. 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. So vinegar and sauce are both deactivated. Now, obviously, the other one as well is the fries. You could always set them to storing as well, or keep, should say. And because obviously one of T Miller's factories does take fries as well, so it's literally up to you. Starbucks, there we go. Right in. There we go, back on track. We'll see if we can get a little bit of that processed. If I do have any Campbell's products in there, we might be able to spawn a container out in a minute. And I can see if it's got any issues, so yeah. Like the map, it's hard to get used to FS19. Again, the shopping menus are not very good. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because obviously you come into here, everything's nicely laid out. In 19 it's a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here, everywhere type thing. But, yeah, it is cool. Oh. Let's see. I thought one of yours took fries. Thank you very, very much for the 100 biddies. Much appreciated. But yeah, I do want to put an apology out to Mr. Coffeeman. I do tend to talk a little bit quickly at times because I'm trying to get through certain things. So if I do go a little bit too fast, I'm sorry. I am very, very sorry. Just slap me in the face and tell me to slow down if you want. I thought, for some weird reason, I thought you had fries in one of yours. Was it like the pizza pop, maybe? Pizza pocket, what you call it? Maybe it was something you were talking about, but maybe never added. Pizza pop. Yeah, fries right there. I knew it. Your pizza pops. I knew I'd seen it somewhere. I knew I'd seen it. Yeah, so yeah. But yeah, hey, Rum BBQ, how you doing? Welcome back in, buddy. But yeah, Coffee Man. If I do rabbit on and you get a little bit put out, just slap me, okay? And thank you very much for the pipes falling there, much appreciated. I'm trying, actually, Let's see. You're see. Oh, this thing is going through so many potatoes right now. It's terrible.
So just do it. Make your
That might be why.
dreams come true.
I'm trying to make my dreams come true. I really am. But actually, the other thing usually is wood chips. Thinking about it. Obviously, up until now, wood chips has been a very good seller. And well, well, I could get 6 million right there. Look at that from wood chips if I was to sell them. I'd have to go around and find them all, but they're there. Yeah, I think after doing this, it'll be set up for at least this next year pretty well. Obviously, this is only the bread products. Now, imagine going through the rest of the year, selling the same amount, getting the same sort of prices. It's a pretty good deal actually now. There we go. There we go. So you're going back to Subway. Oh, Starbucks, should say, not Subways. Duh. There you go. He's now selling. So 1,643,751 just for those last 4 containers, plus 131,000. Not bad for the environmental score as well. So it's definitely worth having precision farming. Now, obviously, with my precision farming, if I actually come into the map and go to the precision farming score, obviously my score is only at 77 overall so far, and I'm only getting an 8% price for selling. That's crazy. Now, obviously, if I was to work harder on some of those fields and get them all up to like 100% or close to, it's definitely going to be quite worth it. Obviously, I've got 1, I've got 2 there that are 100. That's getting close. It's just missing out a little bit on the nitrogen in places. But I'm guessing it's just this little sliver right here maybe is putting it off. I'm just guessing there, but yeah. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. Obviously, I've got hundreds right there. I've got 3 100s, so that's kind of nice. That's my grass fields. So yeah, if you want to get to the 100%, just plant on the whole map in grass and be done with it. So yeah. Right, so he is fine. Let's come into you. Enter vehicle. You're done. And obviously we're going back to Bowers with this. Let's see, August the 12th for the Straw Harvest Pack for FS25. Yes. Yes, it is coming. Okay, it's not going to come because something's sticking there. But yes. It's just, what, a couple of weeks away, and yeah, Straw Harvest should be out. Now, I don't know how it's going to perform on this map. I'm hoping it'll work okay, as per previously. But yeah, until it comes out, you never ever know. It may break the map, but it may not. We shall wait and see. There we go. Right, there you go. So you can now head back. But yeah, I'm kind of taking a little bit break from driving as much as possible, because I don't know if I actually have my wheel even set up today. With also bouncing back and forth between the 2 different truck setups, it's like, what's the point in doing it? So yeah, we'll just use a lot of auto drive today. I know one thing, I am looking forward to when I finish today, because I will be having a nice bit of chocolate cake. So yay! Out of interest, where did you hear about that? Because I know I've been a little bit out of the loop regarding things. Was that on Facebook or someone's social media? Mr. Hectake. Hectate. Giant streaming right now from current. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, because they're gone, aren't they? Ah, dagnam, I'm going to have to watch that later. Well, that's good then. Cool. Yeah, I'm going to have to watch that back later on. and see what other info is there. Yeah, he must be also watching the stream. That's fine. That's fine. But yeah, this is kind of a little bit of a chill out, relax bit of a stream, I guess. Just do some selling, going back and forth. Yeah, at some point I do want to see if I can get at least one of those Campbell's containers to spawn out, just to check it. Obviously, I want to make sure that it's warning and error free. But yeah, I think I'm going to have to remove that tool helper thing. It's weird, something is just not quite right with it. Tool inclination helper. I wonder if there's something to do. No. I was kind of wondering if it's to do with something like the snuffle struck back there, but I don't know. I've been using that for a while. Never had an issue. Are you sure not playing ATS yet? Well, it could be. It could be. Right. There. But it is nice to have these containers back, I will say that. It is nice. Obviously, that would have been. So that's 200,000 litres, so 200 pallets we're currently moving per load. Imagine if... Is it half a crying out loud? Let's refresh that. There you go, try it again. That is just annoying. But yeah, imagine how many trips you would have to do 200 pallets. And how much lag you would have had. It is crazy. Oh, there we go, it's kicked in. Cool. But yes, definitely glad they're back. Come on, pancakes, come on! Will the pancakes get the target? Oh, 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 oh! Ah! I hit the target, just not quite to overtake T-Below there. Dang it! Right, container loading. There we go. Yum yum! Yeah, well done. Well done. Yeah, so you had a 58.35. I had a 33.90. So that's not bad. That is really, really not bad. And by the way, Farming Trucker, thank you very much for the 30 stream streak. I totally missed that earlier, but much appreciated. There we go. And I would imagine Team Miller is what, 163 or something? So that's cool. There you go, back to FS19 someday. No plans on it, Coffee Man. Yeah, no plans. So 162. Okay, I was one out. Yeah, no plans, but you never know. Obviously, if you do need help, I could always do a stream specifically just going back to PV County. I would probably be looking at a Wednesday stream, and what the heck? Whoa, dude, whoa, jeez. I thought these were meant to pull over for each other. Anywho. But yeah, obviously there is T Miller. There's, well, T Miller, I know Green Thumb's just finished and come back to FS25. But yeah, Farming Trucker as well. Obviously, he is doing PV County currently. So if you do have any questions, T Miller, myself, Farming Trucker, we could always answer you if need be. And as always, you can always send me a message in Discord. So yeah. But yeah, if T Miller is going to be ready in about an hour and a half, that would be good. I could raid over to him. You might do some Uncharted for FS19 soon as well, yeah. I was close to doing Uncharted, but I decided against it because, in all honesty, I like a map that has a basis already set up, as it were, where I can go in and, like this map, and maybe add my own little things in. So like the trees I've added in here, Obviously the fields were basically there. I've just merged a few together to make life simple, basically. You got phys in an earned. Oh, okay. Okay, no worries. It was just a thought. But yes, yeah. If you guys are still not aware, obviously, yes, the fishing game Lurkbait. The top 3 players will be going into a draw where one of those 3 could win a Steam gift card. And hopefully it won't be Mr. Farming Trucker for the 3rd time. But yeah. I mean, Farmer Marks for the 3rd time. I keep getting you guys mixed up. Farming Trucker and Farmer Marks. It's terrible. Can you change your names? Oh. Ah well. Righty. Actually, it looks like I've got a little bit of snow in the forecast, so I want to try and get as much of this done as well as quickly as possible. Now, one of the things I was thinking is obviously, in one of Green Thumb's streams the other day, it was kind of going on about it'd be nice if these were set up separately as different productions, and I did have that thought, and it could be set up easily for the next map if it's built in and non-sellable, should we say, the building. Because technically, so with this, I don't know if he's even out there. The thought I was thinking with Barrow Logistics, maybe in the future, is kind of almost similar to how it was in 19. Let's put it that way. Let me come over here and share my ideas. So, obviously at the minute we've got pallets there, containers there, which I think is a fine setup. Obviously it could be reversed if we wanted to, like it was back in 19. But it doesn't really matter, that part. But what I was thinking was having Barrow Logistics set up just as the pallet side of things, adding the pushers back into it, in particular on one side for the pallets, and what we could then do with the container side is obviously have them spawning out on one side, but have a loading trigger on the inside like it was in 19. So what you'd have to do is basically spawn out your pallets here, activate the pusher to push it back into Barrow Logistics. It's exactly the same as how it was in 19, which would then be transferred over to the container side. And then obviously once you had enough in the container side, you could then spawn out that 25 or 50,000 litre pallet container. Obviously setting that up wouldn't be too much of an issue if the building was built into the map with both the triggers there, kind of thing. So yeah. So yeah, so maybe in the future, when and if Mr. Dajdet does do one for 25, obviously this could actually be implemented into 22 in all honesty, with a little bit of working. But yeah, and the nice thing is you could then have 2 player triggers set up on this one building, one for your pallet side, one for the containers. So it is achievable. The only other thing it would also need is probably a second unload area set up for the containers, so if you spawn them by accident. But I was kind of thinking what we could do is reverse it. So obviously in 19, obviously you can actually, if you spawn too many containers out on this side, or on the container side I should say, you can actually push them back in and they'll go back in. So technically I could put the pushers back on this side for the containers to go back in if need be, then have a trigger on this side. So the container side would technically have 2 triggers on the inside here that would accept the containers going back in to Bowers. So it's an option. It is definitely an option, a little bit of work, and obviously by getting everything in now, the stuff's in there in the XML, so it's a fairly easy edit in all honesty. To take it from this one mod and turn it into 2. So yes. There's that. There. Oh, there's that. So yeah, I did think about it, and yeah, maybe something for the future, should we say? Oh, good timing. There we go. Get you going back to Bowers. So yeah, it could potentially be there in the future to have both as their own individual productions, but right now it's kind of like get them in game basically, get them working, make sure that they do work, and then maybe in the future separate it so you got one that does just pallets, then one that just does containers. So yeah. The only issue is with that T Miller, by having the triggers on the front, is the pallets would automatically unload as soon as you drove over them. That's why I actually moved it in 22 to to behind, and obviously with 25, as Giants have actually split the trigger into two, so you've got that one huge pallet trigger, and then that smaller one for everything else. It makes things tricky, and obviously with these containers in particular, as soon as you go over a trigger, they will unload, whether it's a pallet trigger or a normal trigger. So yeah, I'd rather keep it maybe the drop-off trigger separate from where they're spawning, which is why they're at the back there. If there's a way to stop them from unloading back into the trigger, it would be great, but yeah, no. So you did, wow, holy crap, a 97.49, nice one there, farming trucker. And Mamadou's just on the edge there, but well done, you did get there. That is impressive. I don't think I've even come close to that, in all honesty. Yikes. But as always, if any of you guys do have any questions, for anybody who is playing 25 and has had the update for the orchards and Barrow Logistics, if anybody had any issues, do they need any more tweaking? I'm hoping they're working fine, but yes. Ooh, a whale shark, nice. But yeah, I totally missed it. What was the current leaderboard looking like? Once this guy finishes cashing out. There we go. Let's go to the leaderboard quickly before anybody else. So currently we have Dead Soul, Farming Trucker, and Hectate in the top 3. Mamadou, if you keep going with the drops with the fishing program there, you may overtake Hectate. Bleh. So yes, it's a close one. But yeah, these top 3 right here will be going over to the Wheel of Torture, as I'm going to call it. But it's anybody's game. You still got a couple more days to go. I think it's what, Wednesday stream. I'll probably do the roulette wheel, as it were. And okay, is that all of them? If that is, actually, let's change that over. There we go. Let's see. So 200. We were just doing the organic one. So yeah, that looks like it's all of that done. Nope, organic container. Where the heck is container? Have I actually cleared all? Oh yeah, there we go. 240. That's probably what's just been sold, down to 40, so I've probably got one more container there. There we go. So let's come in here, spawn, organic. It's your birthday on Wednesday. Ah, nice T Miller. I'll have to make a note of that. Yes, it's my youngest stepson's birthday today. So I've got to remember, it's 2 days after the year. Okay. And then it's yours. Right, organic, wasn't it? That's what we were doing. I still hope one day they will add in a search option where you just type in the first letter or the first couple of letters and it takes you to where it needs to go. So MNO organic bread. So there is one more container. So there is that. Actually, while I'm here, I know it's only been a little while, but actually, I'm trying to think of what comes out of Campbell's. Cheese. It says cheesy soups. Don't say soups. Which soups? Ah, dang it. Cream and mushroom soup. Let's see if we've got any cream of mushroom soup. You're the big 62? Nice. Actually, that cheddar one's probably closer, so we do have a little bit in here, so I could do a little bit of a test. We can select one. I will let him know. Oh, yes. And still getting the warning on that blinking tool inclination helper thing. I'm going to get rid of that. I will. But yeah, no warnings on Campbell, so that's good. Container. And, so that should technically... by the way, Mr. Jers, thank you very, very much for the 20-month Prime resub. Much appreciated. But yeah, there we go. So we have the Campbells. Actually, I can probably do this now as well while I'm at it. Let me come back into here. And... pillows, sweaters... and... I can't remember the other one. If I can show both of these off while I'm at it. Sweaters. There you go. Just do the one. So there we go. So that is the two I actually added in over the weekend and this morning. Or I should say this afternoon. So we've got the Campbells in. We've got Cushy's textiles now in as well. It works pretty well. The only thing is I did notice there's a slight colour variation. And obviously that is where basically the logo is. I'm not too worried about it. I think it looks okay, in all honesty. I'm happy with that. So, yeah, that's definitely going to make selling jumpers and sweaters and stuff a lot easier. Ready. I like it, I like it, I like it. Now then. I need to get these guys back inside. Let's turn the super strength on. But yeah, this is what I was kind of thinking is, if we were to open up the doors, for example, and maybe just inside the doors here, maybe bring it back a little bit. Maybe to line up here, just have another trigger on this side here, where you could have those pushers coming back in, and then activate them from the outside, and then bring them in. Now that is one thing that would be a bit of an issue, is that little lip right there. See, it needs a little bit of adjusting, but it could potentially be done again. But look at this, Campbell's and Campbell's. Look at that. The only thing that's slightly different is whatever the heck that is. No idea. But yeah, that overall is pretty good. I should realize something. I'm missing something. Can anybody tell? I never even noticed that. I'm missing some decals. Ugh. I'll have to have a look at that, see if we can get that updated. Yeah. We're missing all the labelling on the back there. Ugh, okay. I will have to have a look, see if we can get them added in for the next update. But it's all good. It's all good. They work, that's the main thing. It's only a little visual. So, I never even noticed that, in all honesty. But one of the things I did do is I've replaced my Green Thumb Farmer's shed, truck shed, at the back here with his updated one. So it kind of matches in now. Obviously this is kind of like the red area. I want to look into seeing if we can do a red silo setup as well someday, but that's in the future. But yeah, that's cool. I like it. One thing I did notice when I did put it down, when was the next update? I was hoping to be this Friday, but I'm not sure. With obviously my stepson's being over, it's very limited on free time to get things done. So it could be this week or maybe next week. We'll see. We'll see how much I can get done between now and the end of the week. But yes, I noticed a little gap on the door right there. I did mention it to him last night. So that'll probably get an update at some point. So yes. I have a question about FS19. I can't remember how to delete a building. You go to the garage. Go into your vehicle garage and find the building there and then delete it or sell it there. Yeah. Is that broken again? Is parachute broken? Oh, for crying out loud! What is going on with this program? I might redo that parachute game and come on, refresh. There we go. Give that a go. Give that one a go. It should be back again. It is really frustrating. I don't know why it's breaking so much. There we go. But yes, if you do spawn out currently a pallet or container should say, by mistake, you can obviously pick them up and just take them back to the unload trigger there. But yeah. So, just a quick one. So yeah, what I could do is add, like I was saying, the pushes on both sides. Just past where the pushes are, so around about this sort of area, we could have a trigger that takes just the pallets into it, and then from there that then gets converted into containers over there. But then have a second trigger in here for containers to go back in if you wanted to. So yeah, that's one that could work on for a future update or for a future map. But anyway, right, so there's that. So do we have anything else that needs to go to the same place? So we were going to Starbucks, weren't we? So any more breads, any more breads, any more breads. Starbucks. Let's see, let's see, let's see. We've got one there. Nope. Nope. We got the organic, which is on the back of the trailer, so I don't have to worry about that. We have that. Leaving that. That looks like this is probably going to be the last one for the bread containers going to Starbucks for now. Also, we could start working on Aldi, which is going to the corn, to the cornbread, should say, going to Aldi. I have interest. If I was to send that, see, I want the maximum. I want the maximum really. So, yeah, what we'll do is I'm gonna drop this down. I'm gonna drive this one up there myself. But what I can do is send these to Aldi next. Let's bring you up here, out of the way for a second. There we go. And we'll get those cornbreads spawning quickly while we're here. Change output, so change that back to keeping cornbread spawn. Come on, come on, come on. I should have set up my wheel, shouldn't I? But yeah, one nice thing is, if one container comes in fine when I've added it, the whole lot should be fine. Because they're all using the same XMLs and such. The only thing I do need to double check in is like the prices and such, but So far, so good. GG there. Right, so do I have an Aldi? Yes, I do. Right there. So while you're doing that, let me send this guy back. Visit me. Buyer's container. And hopefully I've got another truck spare. Yes, I do right there. Enter you. And I will take this one myself. But yay! Drop you onto there, groovy. And I have to drive this up myself. Hey there, Madeira, how you doing? To be honest, you haven't missed a lot, in all honesty, because I'm primarily selling bread. I've currently got 2 auto-drive trucks going back and forth selling breads. I'm aiming to be around about 90 million once all my breads are sold. So that's kind of nice. You can stay there and I can just whiz past you. So yeah. So yeah, we're about halfway. I think we've got about 3 or 4 more loads to go. And yeah, it's going to be fun. But to be honest, apart from that, there's not a lot really going on. Obviously, it is January, so there's not a lot of farming to do. See, I could get in, do some ploughing if I wanted to, but there's not a lot there really. I still need to get some trees cleared. Still waiting on obviously the roller coaster. Like I said earlier, that's like up to phase 8. But yeah, if you guys not followed Madeira, by the way, guys, click on her link up there, give her a follow. She was playing something called Bomb Simulator the other day. I missed that. I know she was playing Euro Truck Simulator, I think it was. So yeah, but yeah, definitely go over check her out. She does Farm Sim, she does Truck Sim, all those fun games, and some random other ones. Hey, Big Tigger, how you doing? Did you get the message, by the way, on what to edit? There we go. Ooh. Yeah, I could do it. Come on. Yes. And did you? Yeah, did you get the right edited wall to remove? Actually, it's a very fun game, but very frustrating at times. Sounds like most games. That sounds like most games out there. They can definitely be frustrating, but yeah. Right, he is good, so I can actually send you to Power Logistics Unloading, that one. That'll take it to the back trigger, so that's good. And this guy is just getting here. Oh, do you mind? He's trying to kill me. Did you see that, guys? He's trying to kill me. Oh my goodness. Anywho, cornbread. So we got 100,000 right there. Do we have any more? Spawn goods. Cornbread. Maybe I don't have enough cornbread for another full one, but let's have a look. Oh, just went past it. Not really. Not really, so that's fine. Okay. So, cornbread was going to Aldi. Oh yeah, because I've got 200 already gone through. Plus this one, that's fine. Aldi, Aldi, Aldi. See, I could do the... Oh, breads as well with this, so that's fine. So if we come into here, we'll change that. And we stick it on oat bread to spawn. And we'll give that a minute. Crazy driver, slow down. Oh, thank goodness for that. There we go. Right, so this is going to Aldi. Alrighty. There we go, go. Into you. This will be the fun part. Oh yeah. Nope, I don't want to disconnect that. But yes, how is Mr. Big Tigger doing? And by the way, hi Drifter and Farmer Marks over on YouTube, sorry. Welcoming guys as well. There we go. Let's see, 819, nearly 820 there. 820. Not bad, plus a 66. Environmental score, there we go. Not bad at all. One of the tasks I want to do with autodrive is see if I can set it up so it actually backs up in here. Now obviously that would have to be set up with just one trailer, so that could be a bit tricky. There's one, there's two. There we go, Super Trooper. If I'm correct, he should be able to go straight on and up and around. There we go, back to Barrow Logistics. Yep, you're good. Alright then, so where's my other dude? There he is, coming up here. Into that. Cool! Like it. Actually, while I'm doing this, I wanted to check on my animals, so, oh geez. Yes, my chickens definitely needs working. Yeah. Chickens and the buffalo. Actually, I think I've got a trailer down at, by my buffalo. So I could get that sorted out pretty easily, so let's see. While you guys are doing that, let me jump up here. No, I had it by the pigs, didn't I? I was doing some piggy wiggy stuff there. Into you. Yes. Okay, let's do this one first of all. We can just get this unloading. Just to top that up. But yeah, I want to get my chickens back up. There's not much in there, but it'll do. There. Into you, drag you back. I always try and keep a couple of trailers worth of wheat spare, just for my chickens. Anything else can go into wherever it needs to go, the brewery or making bread. So yeah, I did get my bales by the cow pen there moved. See, some went into the pen itself, my cow pen there, and the rest of the silage bales ended up going into storage. I do need to go through at some point and top up on straw and hay for my cow pen that has the robot. All those weeds, that's terrible. So yeah, I need to do that at some point as well. So never ending. It's never ending. Yes, it's good. It is good. Hey there, Sim Game Matt. How's your day been? It's not been too bad. Fairly relaxing. As I mentioned earlier on to some of the guys, it's actually my youngest stepson's birthday today. So big huge happy birthday to him. I actually have a bit of cake waiting for me. I do. Nice chocolate. What was it we had anyway? Yeah, chocolate cake. It was like a galaxy kind of cake. So yeah, nice. Separate? Yeah, I will do. Don't worry. Yeah, yes. He's a big Thomas the Tank Engine fan. Let's put it that way. So yeah, he got a fair few things. Bless him. Bless him. Yeah, he likes Thomas the Tank Engine, and he's getting into things like the Jason Halloween type films, which are kind of scary. Mix, put it that way. Right. Right, let's get them loaded on. And them. So you're going back to Ollie. So yeah, this is literally all I'm going to be doing today. So I do apologise, but yeah, if you guys got any questions about the map, you're more than welcome to ask. And also anything about any of the other maps, I'm sure I can try and answer if I remember it. There we go. So I need to detach you. But yeah, I'm pretty sure with auto drive you can actually have it just automatically reversing as long as you set it up correctly. There we go. Actually, I wonder. Okay. I might do a little test. Let's grab. Oops, stop. Grab them. See if I can get this lined up a bit better, first of all. Yeah, so if we start it there, I'm hoping this is going to work the same way as it did previously. I have done this once before, so we'll see. So bring it around there, and then automatically reverse. Now, the thing is, I don't know how well auto drive is going to do this part. So to there, then forward, like that. Let's see. So if I name that all the container up test, just we'll see how well that does or not. I have no idea. Oh, fiddlesticks. Sorry, I was reading T Miller's comment. You need to make a waypoint at the end. Yeah, I did. Stop, dude. Stop. Oh. These all drive dudes are terrible. Come on, get off there. Get off. Ka-ching, indeed. Yes. Ah, fiddlesticks. Come on, line up. Line up. Yeah, I prefer to actually use it with a trailer, because then if the trailer goes a bit skew with, then it's most likely not going to work properly. Hence why I like to do it at least with a trailer on the back. And that's actually the same when I'm doing, whether it's a trailer like this or it's on the farm or something. It makes life so much easier. Right, now this is going to be the fun part. So, actually what I might just do is adjust that pin right there, just so it's a little bit more straighter. There we go. I'm going to detach from that rear trailer. I'm just going to try it with the one. And we'll see how auto drive does. I was actually watching, I think it was Green Thumb, setting one up the other day, and yeah, he had it like going backwards and forwards, but using settings up here in auto drive for when reversing. So let's see how mine does in comparison. So default Aldi container test. Let's give that a try and see. So tell me what you should do is take that route I just created, drive up here, then reverse all the way back. Now see if it worked or works. Technically what you could do is have 2 or 3, even 4 trucks with a single trailer set up to do all of this. So it literally comes over, unloads, sells into Aldi, because obviously the trigger's a bit weird, isn't it? And do it that way. But yeah, I'm not doing any of this. Why not do it yourself? It's just a test, Coffee Man. Obviously, the transporting is probably easier with auto drive. It gets that job done a little bit quicker, and it gives the AI something to do then. But yeah, obviously you just got to wiggle back, wiggle back, wiggle back. So he's doing a good job. See. Now I don't know if he's going to go all the way back and crash into the building there. That's the only thing. May have to have the point a little bit further forward, but we'll see. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Might have to... Oh, okay. It did it. Okay. So that's kind of cool. See, the next test what I would do is maybe like a pick up and deliver type thing with that setup. So it picks up the containers and then brings them here, drops them off or sells them, and then goes automatically back to Bowers. Could work, but that's kind of cool. That's set up, so I'm going to save that actually. I'm going to keep that there. I like that. That will work. And also, any sell point has a funny little trigger. Could be set up exactly the same way. So not all buildings have them in an easy position, shall we say? So yeah, you could have it backing in, or even a production in itself. If you need to take a product to it, you could technically set up your auto drive route in the same way, I should say. And yeah, I like that. I do. Go. The simple little things. And as you've seen, when I went actually into reverse, I didn't even bother changing any of the route settings in the auto drive itself. I just literally reversed and it did all the work itself. That's very cool. Right then, so let's get this guy back to Bowers and I can get the next load set up. But yeah, you could do that to park vehicles also. Yes, exactly. taking the fun out of it. I know, Coffee Man. It's not. It's actually making my life a little bit easier. Obviously, in 19, you're probably starting to find there's a lot of driving there, and I know you don't really use auto drive anyway, but later game it does become a chore. Let's put it that way, especially when it comes to doing things like selling. And obviously having auto drive to be able to transport your stuff around, whether it's just going into a production or to a sell point or to build a factory, just having auto drive there on hand does make it that little bit easier. It takes a lot of weight off of your shoulders, so you can actually then focus on getting things on your farm, for example, sorted out. Yeah, it's not a chore. Auto drive is a necessity. Yeah. See now, this is the thing as well. Okay, one of the things I've stated, I want to try and use the base game AI itself more. But with that being said, it still has a lot of issues for me personally going over bridges. Now, obviously, I could send potentially see if I could get it to go a different route, but for some reason, it always seems to want to come down this way over the bridge and up along this road. Fish is not working now. Oh, for crying out loud! Will you guys stop breaking things? All right? Oh my goodness! Hang on. Let's close that. If it's not one thing, it's another. Right, give that a minute to reload. Da, 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 da. Canada. It's not being lazy. Obviously, I could do some of the driving myself, but it's not being lazy. It's being resourceful. There you go. Give that, guys, a try. There we go. And obviously, one of the big things is on a big map, you will find AI helpers have issues. And if you're doing a lot of transporting, you will love having auto drive. I will say that. Yes. This is great fun. I love it. I love it. Right then, there we go. I don't think I've got the other truck there. No, he's just gone down, isn't he? But yes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if I'm, it's like Timon says, if I'm constantly focused just on driving, I'm not going to be able to get on and do other things. At least with auto drive, I can send it off, do what it needs to do, and go off doing my own thing at the same time. Obviously, today is a bit one of those days where I don't really have anything else to do, and I could technically be doing it myself. But obviously, I've got 2 trucks running. And I'm alternating between the 2, get them loaded, get them unloaded, stuff like that. So, yeah, there is benefits and such of using auto drive. Let's put it that way. And one nice thing with auto drive as well, it will allow you to set it up so you can unload a combine on the field if you wanted to. Obviously, I would have course play in, but I find it's too resource heavy for my system to use it. Obviously in 22 I used it a lot in that final year, and I lost, I think it was around about 15 frames in total. It could be more, just from using, or just from adding auto drive, to be honest. Not auto drive, course play should say. So hence why I tend to prefer using the base game AI for doing field work. I don't mind using auto drive because it really doesn't seem to make much of a difference. From what I've noticed. Okay, if I had about 5 or 6 guys all running at the same time, then maybe. But to be honest, I'm maybe 2 or 3 maximum at any one time. So yeah, auto drive I definitely would say is a must if you want to do a lot of work. Courseplay, not so much, but I know a lot of people do like using it. There we go. So yeah, there we go. Get you set back. But yeah, obviously this would have taken me a good 3, 4, 5, maybe most of the day, to be honest, to sell these containers myself. Whereas I could do it all myself, or I could use auto drive, and yeah, they could do most of the driving instead. There we go. So this going back to Aldi. Actually, while he's there, I'm gonna whiz over here and refill my TMR mixer. There we go. Let's see. I do my driving when waiting on crops. Yeah. Actually, I know back in 19, I tended to do a lot of the transporting at night. So I do the farming during the day and then focus on driving at night. But I kind of got out of that habit. I think I got a little bit too sick of Truck Simulator and wanted to just to be able to get back into the farming side of things. It's kind of annoying at times. But yes. And with so many factories as well now up and running, yep, it's a big old business, that's for sure. Actually, I need to check on those bales there to see if they're ready yet. Oh, fiddle, not quite. Good turn. I'm rich, make it auto sell. I could, but I would not get the precision farming payout as well. If you've ever actually noticed, when you auto sell a product, you only get the price for selling it. You don't get that precision farming environmental score with it. So yeah, I would rather take a little bit of time, sell the products as I am, and yeah, get that little extra money, shall we say. It's not a lot, but if you think about it, if you're doing, let's see, 8 million, for example, so 8.2 million with a precision farming score of 8% bonus, yeah, yeah, okay. I'll stick with that for the minute. But yeah, we still got obviously the chocolate cake to do. We've got the normal cake to do. Also, we've got the potato bread, and the oat bread, which is one we're on at the minute. So yeah, that one could potentially be an easy one-ish. But yeah, that's just a year. Actually, it might be 2 years worth because I don't think I actually sold any bread last year. So it's kind of catching up as well from the previous years not selling anything. And whoops, didn't mean to do that much. Actually, that is a bit of a bonus because I can put some into here. If I can get into the trigger. That truck might be in the way. Oh no, I seen it, I seen it. There. Right, it should have only been 40% needed. Overdid it. So yeah, this when I'm doing obviously my TMR, I always do 40, 40, and then just finish it off with straw. So 40% full with hay, 40% with silage, and then just finish it off with some straw. And so far it's kept me going pretty well. There we go. Hey there, KW. How you doing, buddy? Obviously, with this, I very rarely ever put in any of the mineral feed. That's the only thing that is missing. So that straw could technically be halved. So it's half straw, half mineral feed if I really wanted to. But right now, I don't have any being produced. So there's the hay. We'll get the silage going. So 80%. I'll turn that off and then put some straw in there. Actually, I think about it. Okay, so I've got nearly 2 million in wood chips down here, so that could technically be sold. I'm guessing the rest is probably in the sawmill still. Or Greenthorpe Farmer's little storage. But yes, how is Mr. KW, the man, the myth, the legend, doing? $75, $76, $77, $78, $79, $80, oop, and lastly a little bit of straw just to top that off as a buffer. Right then. We need to do oh, that one first. We'll get you loading up. That loading up, so you're heading back to Aldi. And let's get into you. Touch that on. So same thing again. We'll unload that first one. Pick up those two. And then get them sold as well. Yeah, I'm kind of curious if a pick up and deliver would work with the containers. That I don't know. Because obviously you'd have to deactivate it to load on the containers, wouldn't you? Don't think it would work. Because it would make life so much easier if it could just set it up with one trailer and do it that way, so it could basically pick it up, drop it off there, and then go back and get some more. There we go. Back to Barrow Logistics, get some more containers. Hopefully they don't crash into each other, but they might be fine. There we go. So 2D. Yes, I did do a little bit of an edit to the silo king here. I upped it to 250 because obviously where I've upped both of the pens capacities, you kind of needed something a little bit bigger for, especially the buffalo. Yes, you get some of those wools moved at some point as well. They need to go to textile factory at some point. Yes. But the thing is, everyone plays their own way. If somebody says, oh, you should be doing it this way, ignore them. Do it how you want to play the game. And that's on the wrong side. I want you on the front right, don't I? Nope. Front left, front right. Yep, there we go. So yeah, if you like using Courseplay and Auto Drive, then use Courseplay and Auto Drive. If you don't, then don't use it. It's everybody's own play style. Do not judge and do not be judged, is all I can say. should be fine just to constantly unload. So there we go. Trap of interest. We do have nearly 20,000 litres of buffalo milk in there. So that's getting there. That is definitely getting there. Right. What's going on over here? Dude. Are you being a dummy? Are you? Is it because I set you off a little bit too far back? Maybe. He didn't like. He wanted to go all the way back down there. I think that's one of the things I should really do at some point is look into going through some of my routes that I've got set up and change them to just one ways to make life that easy, a little bit easier. Obviously, most of them are all set up to be two ways. That's a little job for another day, I think. Go. Oh, bread. Make sure it's still selling correctly here, oldie. Yep, good. How much we got left? Ooh, we're nearly there. Probably one more load up here. Then we can change the scenery. Maybe up to the farmer's market or something. Oh, there we go. Now, there was one thing I was thinking is, I'm sure in 22, X-Man mentioned you could set it up auto drive to do multiple unload areas. So I was kind of thinking, could you set it up so you start off at, say, Barrow Logistics, but then have it go to the farmer's market, drive to the over the sell point part, and then literally drive itself back. Yeah. I'm not sure if that's even a feature currently in the 25 version. That could be something to ask him when he next streams. See if you can figure that one out. I think with course play, if I remember rightly, there is a way to have it to do the auto loading of the containers, then drive to a sell point, unload, and then go back and repeat it. I'm sure course play can do that, but I don't think auto drive has that ability yet. So, yeah, he's probably the best person to ask for that. And I wish this stuff was changing. Right, so we need this dude because you're gonna be the first. Oh, first one. Empty it. There we go. And it looks like we've got at least one more container spawned out of that oat bread. So there's probably gonna be another one in here. Oh, in here. So spawn goods. Oat. OAT. Yeah, out of interest, obviously we know that a few people are now back at 19. Who else has gone back to 19, and who's actually gone back to 22? And who are still doing 25? Obviously, over the weekend, Mr. Dashnet was streaming, so he did mention the possibility of a second, or should I say third, PV map coming out from him. There we go. That's fine. We'll keep it all attached, so there. Go. And yeah, that would be an interesting one. Yeah, see, there's not even a bit of woodwork there. Not interested. Okay, so oat bread is done. That was on its way. So going back to the top here, you're done. You're done. You're done. So, ooh, Whataburger, chocolate cake. That's 1, 2, 3 containers worth. Might as well. That's one load. Okay, so chocolate cake. So change output. So we're going to select that to keep in. But as it's only 3, what we're going to do is spawn those chocolate cakes containers. So come into here, tap 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 tap, chocolate. Somewhere around here should be. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Select. So that will have all of them spawned out for the dude getting back, which should be right about now. There we go. So this lot is going to go into Whataburger. So back there. There. While he's doing that, I can jump into this guy quickly. And drive this myself. So yeah. Yeah, so what's everyone doing? Are you doing FS19? Are you doing FS22? Or FS25? Or have you had enough of Farming Simulator and you've gone off elsewhere? Not playing anything at the moment. Enjoying fishing at Chesil. Oh, nice. Yes, Chesil Beach is very cool. Are you getting any mackerel down there at the minute, Jers? Pretty sure it's around about now. They're usually in their swarms down there at the minute. Nothing yet? Okay. Yeah. Then again, you do need to obviously have your the flies and stuff out, so for that. But yeah, that's cool. That is very, very cool. I do miss Chesil, going down to Chesil fishing. Actually, one of the things I was considering is looking into maybe doing some river fishing. I don't know. I've done it once or twice when I was younger. At that time, I wasn't really a big fan of it. So yeah, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see regarding that one. I know my daughter's actually started showing an interest over the last few months about wanting to go out as well, so that could be something. So yeah, Team Leader's obviously doing FS19. We've got Gamer Paul back on 22. I'm guessing Canyon Crossing. There we go. Power container, there we go. Yeah, that's the only downside. You do need a license for doing the river fishing. We were looking into, I think my wife looked into it a couple months ago, and for I think it was a year's license, it starts off around about £18, I think. I think she might have maybe have misread it, but yeah, I don't know. This is another tricky one. This really is tricky. Now, do I have it? Yes. So yeah, this trigger here, where it's right up against the building, is very tricky for the poor auto drive dudes. But they almost made it. Oh, so close, dude, so close. Maybe that point just needs to be brought out a little bit more. There's 1, 2. Yeah, if that building wasn't there, it could make a nice loop, but a little bit bigger loop, should we say. But it is what it is. There we go. Right then, okay, so that was the cakes just sold. So what we got next? Well, that's a chocolate cake, I should say. So we do have the normal cakes next. Holy cripes, 706,000 litres. So this is going to be fun. So it's between the cakes and the potato bread. Let's go with the cakes to start off with. So let's come into here. We're going to change. Right, that's on keep with X cake. Cake right there. So we're going to change that to spawning. Well, yes. I don't know about fishing anymore. Oh, no, see you later. Alright, Gamer Paul, catch you later. But yes, he is back on Canyon Crossing for sure. But yeah, it was nice to, one thing I will say, it was nice to see Mr. Dashnet streaming Farming Simulator again. For definite. But yeah, fishing, I don't know yet. I haven't decided whether I want to take up, or try river fishing. Or just stick with my good old beach fishing when I can. It's like one of those things. It's also try to get something that my wife would want to do, because she'd have to come along as well. But yeah, the latest craze it seems it's hitting this home is furry animals. So obviously my daughter got some rats a few weeks ago. They have now pretty well settled in, I'll give them that. And now my wife is considering mice. So yeah, interesting. Yeah, so we're definitely going to the farmer's market, so that's fine. So let's come into here, farmer's market. Now this is one thing I'm going to have to do a little edit to when we get up there, is because that is for like the bulk unload area. I've got that set to go into, so I need to set one up for the pallet / container side. So yeah, I have a snake hectate. I've had one for the last 5 years. It's a little corn snake. he's 5 years old. He's around about 5 foot long as well. Chunky, little Mr. Ronin. So yeah. I was thinking, yeah, okay, we'll go for the mice, and then I could breed my own mice, for example, and feed them to the rat. Yeah, she would kill me, to be honest with that. She really would. But yeah, we've actually found someone that lives very local to where we are, who breeds mice, fancy mice to be precise. So we're probably going to get in contact with them at some point to see if we can get some reserved. And she's already picked out a couple that she kind of likes the patterns on the coats and stuff like that. So yeah, we will see. We've got a cage already, that's the thing. It's pink, so she's wanting 2 females. So yeah, we just got to get a few more bits and pieces, and yeah, the little miceys when they're ready. Tried to play Farm Sim, but it's too hot. It's hard to think. Yeah, I think that's the problem as well that I've had recently. Obviously, last week I was having a lot of issues thinking, remembering, talking and stuff. I think it's because of the heat at the minute. Right now where I am, it's 22 degrees Celsius, it's partly cloudy, but it's been like that most of the day, but it also feels very muggy as well. So I think that's the problem. It's like, come on. Need a good thunderstorm to come through and just clear the air. And yes. Catch you later, Mr. Jers. Happy fishing, bud. Catch one for me if you can. Yes. Actually, this is one thing I'm going to do right now. See if I can set up a route at the top here for the container selling. But yeah, all these routes I've set up myself, so I didn't cheat, I didn't grab X-Mans, I've done a lot of it myself, but obviously now I'm getting to the point where some of it could do with a little bit of altering here, a little bit there. Obviously, where the sell points were a minute ago, over by not Costa, Aldi and stuff, is definitely one area that's going to need to be tweaked at some point. So yeah, you will. Oh, cool. You got 36 currently. Yeah, obviously you're in Texas though, T Miller, so it's always pretty hot there. So yeah, you can't really say anything. Shoosh, T Miller. Right. So I'm trying to think what would be the best way to do this. To go down there and then bring it back up, maybe. Let's give that a try first of all, because technically these shouldn't go into this trigger. But we'll find out in a minute. Let's see. Nope, good. Okay, that is fine. So what we could do is bring it around here into here, and then have it coming off possibly from that point there. Let's see. Start that there. We need to bring that right across. So it comes over that trigger. Oh, this is going to be an interesting one. Because none of those containers sold. And that can then link onto there. I think it'd be better. That'll work. Possibly. But yeah, I just realised maybe this trigger isn't set up like the other ones. Because also those containers didn't sell when you drove over them. Oh, fudge. Ooh, you can see. Oh, looks like a little doggy there. Look at that. There's his little body. There's his tail. There's his head. Woof, woof. Sorry. Sorry. Yikes. Yeah, that is interesting. I'm hoping this is going to sell. Let's take the straps off. Oh yeah, phew. Okay, that's fine then. Change it to the back one. There to there. Okay. Yeah, so I think that one there will name is Farmers Market Pallet Selling. Okay. Okay, so you can now go back to container loading. Let's have a little play around. Let's see. Combine. So we want that pickup from there to go to Farmers Market Pallet Selling. There's no actual product to pick it up. Now, I don't know if this will remove the straps at the same time. We'll see. Yeah, that building right there is going to be a bit of a pain, but we did get around. No, it's not going to sell. Okay. Dang. Yes, that won't work. Okay. See, I would like this to work if possible, the pick up and deliver. But it doesn't remove the straps. I'll have to work on something with that. And also, it's not working the same way as the other sell points. Ooh, that is definitely going to be an interesting one. I may have to move my little orchard there. We'll see. Right then, at least it's set up anyway, that stop, so that's fine. Now then, where did my other dude go? Oh, you're doing that one. Where's the other guy? He's currently going 14 kilometers an hour somewhere. Nope. Where'd he go? Oh, drive dude, where are you? I've lost a truck. Oh, truck, there he is. He's just got back. Look at that, there we go. That was weird. Couldn't even see him on the map there. That's weird. Right, so we're going to the farmer's market there. Actually, what I should do is put that back into the correct location. I'm going to put that on as well. So sell point, there. Starbucks, there. What? Oh yeah, that's the wrong one. I'm not quite sure where this one, Starbucks, is. I accidentally clicked rename one of the triggers. I don't even know what trigger it was initially, so I need to find out where that one is at some point. And there we go. Right, this guy's probably going to be a little while because obviously he's waiting for the other auto drive, which I'm guessing must be coming around here somewhere. Now, how come auto drive isn't show? It shows that one, but it's not showing the other one. There you go. How come it doesn't show the other truck on the map here? That is weird. Because I'm sure earlier in the stream that was shown perfectly fine. That is weird. Okay, he just got back here. That's very weird. Very weird, indeed. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on there. That's kind of strange. Right then, so this looks like it might be the last two pallets of cake. So the other one's got 200 on it. This is the 100. So yeah, that leaves just, well, 6,000. So I'm not even going to bother with that. Right then, so that then leaves potato bread. So let's come into here. We're going to change that from spawning to keep. And then we're going to change that potato bread to spawning. Just like that. And once they're out, we can get that then sent over to the correct place. Close that down. And we wanted the farmer's market pallet selling. There we go. So you can go. So we see that one there. Yeah, that's weird. It's now showing again. Got both of them there. That is weird. Game's having a funny 5 minutes, I think. Definitely bonkers. Definitely bonkers. I have a lot of money. Yes, I do, Drifter. So before I actually started selling this bread today, I had round about 21 million in my bank account. Just from selling the breads and the cakes today, I've actually now got up to what, nearly 75 million. Obviously that won't last long because there is farmlands out there I could purchase and stuff like that, so it won't last long, that's for sure. But it's a nice sum to have in the bank account, that's for sure. But yes. But yeah, obviously I'm going to be carrying on with the potato selling. Next stream, I'm hoping to be on maybe February, maybe March or April. I want to try and jump through a couple of months to get into sowing my fields. Now obviously one of the big things is in February with precision farming, seemingly you get a payout if you have fields planted with oilseed radish. Now obviously I've got one field right there, two fields right there behind me that have oilseed radish in them. There is others around the farm, so I'm kind of curious if I will get a payout or not for them. I'm hoping I will. If I do, I will make a little screen print of what I make, because that'll be an interesting one if Giants did add that in as an option. There we go. Right, so get that. I've also got a couple over by my main farm as well. I think it is planted with oilseed radish, so we'll see. There's also some that I've got that are now cultivated or ploughed that had oilseed radish in. Now, will they count as well? Who the heck knows? But yeah, we'll see. We shall definitely see. But yeah, these fields right here have oilseed radish. Actually, what I can do, I can show you all of the fields that I have planted. Oilseed radish. Let's just activate you. So that one and that one, and I've got that field right there by the main farm. So three fields basically. Now, are they going to treat each of those fields individually? Because obviously that is over 3 plots, so that was technically 3 fields. Is that going to count as 1 field, or will that take as 3? Same with this one here. That was 3 fields initially. Obviously, it's now been converted into 1 bigger field. Now, will I get 1 payout for that, or will I get an individual payout for each of the lands it's on? Who the heck knows? We'll find out. And actually, I think 59 might not have actually had a field on it initially. I think that was one I ploughed up. But yeah, we will definitely find out how much I do earn. Right, let's come into here. We'll get this lot sold. And yeah, it's time to look to find someone to raid out to, I think. In a moment. There we go. There's that. Oh, did I just catch myself? I did. There we go. There we are. Lovely jubbly. And you can carry on back to Bowers, and yeah, there we go. So that's not bad. Up to $80 million so far. So yeah, bread sales is definitely a good way of making some money once you get enough being made. Come on, dude, you can do it. You can do it. There we go. So, like 22, yeah. Why the heck not get into those bread sales? Go get that bigger grain mill down. Heartland Bread down, and obviously that okay, that I might have done maybe a little bit more than a year's worth of storage there, but it's worth it in the end. So yeah, that will definitely set me up for quite some time, but right now we're going to call it there for today. So, big huge thanks to all you guys for coming out today, much appreciated. Obviously, a big huge thanks to obviously Coffee Man for the raid earlier on, Mr. Jers for the resub. Thank you very much, Mamadou, for the bits. And a huge thanks to everyone for their stream streaks and sound alerts. It is much appreciated. Obviously, we've got one more stream to go with the competition with Lurkbait. So those top 3 names by the end of Wednesday stream will be put into a spinny wheel, and whatever it lands on will be winning that Steam gift card. But right now, for you guys over on YouTube, thanks for tuning in, much appreciated. I'm going to call it there for now, and obviously I will see you guys on Wednesday, so stay safe guys, catch you later.